Fresh Bake, welcome back for another construction update going on around the Disneyland Resort. We're starting today from the Harbor Boulevard overpass on the 5 freeway to see our first look at Backstage, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Now, before we get into that, I want to start with this image from bioreconstruct. He took this, I think this was done on the 14th, so less than a week ago. And what you're seeing there is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That swath of land right there is all of Mickey and Mickey's Runaway Railway. Backstage behind Toontown. There's Toontown on the right. So that's a big old piece of land for a single attraction. And kind of an interesting shape. It's a straight up rectangle as opposed to what we've seen at Walt Disney World. So obviously we're not getting a exact replica or duplicate of the Hollywood Studios version of it. So it'll have a different path. I'm sure it'll be similar in most ways, but it'll probably have a different layout. But there you go. That is the footprint for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. By the way, happy birthday, Mickey. Happy birthday, Minnie. So let's take a look at what we got. This is shot by Remy, our Instagram czar, and he got this early this Saturday morning. So the view here is pretty good. We can see, it's not overhead, so we don't get to see down on it, which is, preferred, but I mean, it's at least a reasonable look. It's much better than we can see from Donald's boat, I'll say that. We can't see anything from Donald's boat because those walls, those green walls you see right there, block our view, but that on the other side of those walls is Toontown. But you can see they've gone a little further than just dirt. They've got tractors, earth movers in there. They're getting ready to, it's moving fast. This is moving pretty fast, I must say, compared to the progress we've seen at Star Wars and Marvel. Speaking of which, here's Avengers Campus. Now, we've got other overheads from bioreconstruct, which we're going to examine today. This one right here is a close-up of the Spider-Man building from overhead. A couple things of note. First, right here, that circular area that you can see them separating or working on over there in the dirt. That's an interesting deal there. That's probably going to be that Avengers logo sort of, on the ground situation that we've seen in the concept art, which is pretty neat. And then otherwise, you can see how much A Bug's Life Theater has been appended by the Spider-Man attraction. How big the Spider-Man attraction is going to be. Again, they make big old buildings now for even for dark rides, just enormous buildings. So that gives you some sense, I think, of again the scale, the size, the scope of this attraction. Here's another look from in front as you approach it. Let's say, and there again you can see the Avengers logo is going to go right there, and then there's Spider-Man. Again, that big building right there. That is a healthy sized building for an attraction. We'll point out a few more landmarks for you right here. This is Web Suppliers right here. There's the bathroom. There's Pim Food. There's the proposed Doctor Strange show area. Well, actually, no, it's over here. I've been corrected on that. This is not show. That show. And then there's the Avengers Building that has been no real definition for that as of yet, but I think we are getting a gift shop there at the opening. So we'll go back to the big Pixar pal around. And we can't see anything at all. Oh, what a yawner. What a yawner. So hey, let's go back to the overheads from bioreconstruct. And this one is from, sort of a middle shot, but the same building, same structures, nothing new here. This gives us an idea. This gives a better idea of the size of the Pim Foods building. The restaurant is going to be very big as well. That is a good sized restaurant. I don't know what to compare that to restaurant wise, but that's the size of an attraction building in some cases. You compare it, let's say Carthay Circle. There's Carthay Theater right there in the corner. It's about the same size as that. Okay. All right. We'll continue with our earthly bound views from the ground on the Pixar pal around. A lot of steel. There's so there's a decent shot of what's happening with the Avengers Building. Those guys are putting on the weatherproofing for the roof. And we'll take another look from bioreconstruct from the backside now, from the mission breakout side. And there again is Pym Foods. This right here, by the way, if you want to get some reference on where this is located compared to Hollywood, Hollywood Boulevard at the back lot, that's the animation building right here. And then back over here on the left, there's the Avengers Building, and then there's Spider-Man over there. By the way, this angle gives us an interesting perspective on the narrowness of the entryway. Here's the entrance to Avengers Campus right there. There's the Avengers logo again. And then you walk through this narrow corridor to you have to thread the needle a little bit between the Spider-Man building and Web Suppliers before you get into the large campus area, the middle section of the land. By the way, I must say, again, I'm very optimistic. I'm encouraged by this sort of open layout that they have here in the middle of the property, very much like a campus would. That sort of it acts as a hub, if you will, to some of the other, everything operates around that central area, which I think is a good idea for this land. And then back on the ground, there's the bathrooms. Some guys are working on the roof there, and then there's the Spider-Man building. Again, nothing to see really from the ground, but Remy again got a camera and went over the wall. There you go. That's the ground in front of the Spider-Man attraction. That's right where the logo will be, on the ground. And on that, we'll head over to Toy Story parking lot to see that it's almost done. Well, actually, I think it is done in a lot of ways. The actual operational functions of the new bus stop are complete. The bag check is complete. Everything is done. For what I'm hearing is there's been some unexpected delay. So it's going to be a little while, I think, before we open this thing up. It was supposed to open last week, but it didn't. Or actually this week, I should say, but it didn't. But what we do have is another aerial from bioreconstruct, and there, way off in the distance, is the actual new parking area. It looks like a little small golf course from here, doesn't it? But there's Toy Story parking lot, and then there's the new bag check area and bus terminal. Cool, huh? And we'll get back on the ground. Let's just drive around. So there's that big old road here that will feed the buses in there. Yeah. So what I'm understanding is that it's not ready. That they had some unexpected or just discovered issues that I can't get into details with, but issues that are causing a delay. I don't know how long the delay will be, but they are otherwise ready, I think. Hopefully it's something that they can solve soon and get this thing underway, because I very much want to have bag check at Toy Story so that I can just get on the bus and skip that Harbor Boulevard bag check line, because it is dirty. It is straight dirty. I do not enjoy Harbor Boulevard bag check in the least. And there's the soon-to-be named Bullseye parking lot for guests. That's still empty and waiting for us to enter. Back at Disneyland, I wanted to talk again about the grass here at Tomorrowland in front of Astro Orbiter. It's pretty much done, except for the EER building, which we're waiting for the topper for that. But this curb right here has been quite a mystery, and I want to get opinions from folks on what they think, again, what they might be doing with this. I have, varying thoughts from different folks on what they might be doing here. Some are suggesting that eventually that whole grass to the left will be taken out for some other purpose, and that's why they put the curb there. Others are suggesting that they're going to put another fence through there and then open up the other side. I don't know. One thing you don't see on that curb right now are placeholders for a fence. And then I think that more likely is that the grass is going to come out. The curb is there to create definition for a different aesthetic that they're working on. The grass is only temporary, in front of the EER building, and that the curb there will create definition for another more elaborate landscaping planter. Now, interestingly, the grass on the right has been opened up, and there's no fence. And you can hear me possibly saying that I was about to congratulate folks for not walking on it until this couple started taking their pictures. And I was like, oh God, there you go. Instagram is going to kill this grass. Thanks, Instagram. Because nobody else was walking on the grass. Everybody was being very polite and going around it. And then I found this piece of grass here, and it is just open season. Those are not Instagrammers. Those are just families sitting on the grass, and you can see me having this conversation. No people on this side. Looks like to me you're not supposed to walk on that. That looks to me all very much like a park. That does welcome you to walk on the grass. You're supposed to walk on the grass in a park. That, no. But I think that eventually they're going to have fences around both. Well, I mean, I don't think. I'm positive they will have fences around both, because you can see the placeholders right there. Those little notches, those circular notches right there are for a fence. So fences are coming. They just couldn't put them in yet. Probably per Ian, because of the shooting of the holiday parade, they couldn't. They wanted those walls down so they could shoot the parade. Hey, look, it's Adam the Woo. The reason why I'm shooting Adam the Woo's face at this juncture, I wanted to show folks that Adam the Woo is one of my favorite humans, and also you can see just going right through his head are the cables, the support cables for the garland that runs across Main Street. People ask every year, why are there no garland across Main Street? And the answer is because they have to wait until they shoot the holiday parade before they can hang the garland. So they're getting ready for that. By this time next week, there will be garland going straight through Adam the Woo's head. By the way, go check out Adam the Woo's channel if you haven't already. He has one of the best shows on the internet, in my opinion. And then we'll conclude with what's going on at Tomorrowland. Remy took his camera over there again to see what's up. And what's up is basically the same. It's a little bit different perspective than when I shoot, but the stairs have shown very little progress, if any. That's actually the access. The stairs on the other side of that scrim there, but that's the access to those stairs. No progress at all. That we could tell for now 3 or 4 weeks. So there you go, Fresh Baked. That's our construction update for this week. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like this video, please, very much, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications and watch all of our videos, please. YouTube is a crazy place these days, so we need all the support we can get, and that's how you can do it, by watching our videos and sharing them with your friends. So let folks know about the best darn little Disneyland channel on YouTube, where we do trip reports, news and opinion, and construction updates. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. Fresh Baked! We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!